YouTube, how are you doing? Hope if you're watching this, you're doing good. If you don't know me for whatever reason, this is popping up in your feed. Maybe you've seen my Hades 2 shorts. That's where I'm sure most people are coming from, as I've gotten some comments on my Hades 2 impressions video about that. Thank you for all the support on those, by the way, just watching, whether you liked it, didn't like it, commented or didn't, and whatnot. That's all good. Thank you for the support. It's been a while since I've uploaded. The last video I uploaded was on October 17th. It was a short. I was out because I had COVID for a while, so I just could not find it in me to do anything realistically. You'll see I have the Switch open right now. We're going to do a Hades 2 run today of the Aspect of Charon axe. That's what I figured I would do because, one, the axe is my favorite weapon. This is a way to warm up, kind of get back into things, but also because I feel like a lot of people are maybe sleeping on the axe just from the comments. They don't like the way it moves. There were comments just talking about how it's like slow, it feels punishing and whatnot, which is something I touched up on in my short. So I figured this would be a good weapon to talk about. Since it's a weird one, this and the black coat I've seen is very hit or miss for a lot of people. For me, honestly, if I had to like go through them real quick and give one a rating of hit or miss, I'd probably say I don't really like the skull. The builds are fine, and like it doesn't feel bad to play, but I'm just not really into the playstyle. I know a lot of people will use the, I don't really have it maxed out, the aspect of, what is it, not Mel? Medea, I believe, right? Yeah, I think it's the aspect of Medea ranked up all the way, and then they'll use that to like nuke. It's okay, I don't know. I tried it a little bit with Zeus and Hera, and I went for King's Ransom. Maybe I'll play with it some more, but I'm not really a fan of this. This is probably like my least favorite weapon. It's this or the staff, which maybe it's a hot take because I do see a lot of people like these, but I'm more a fan of the other four weapons, specifically the axe and the black coat, but I have been having a lot of fun using Artemis's daggers for sure, and I'm trying to experiment with the other ones. Like, I want to play more Aspect of Pan, see if I like it or not, but that's besides the point. Anyways, so today we're here to do a video and a run on the Aspect of Charon axe, which I have maxed out. It's rank 5. You'll see I don't have access to the fourth aspect of each weapon for some of them. The reason for that is because I just have not played in a bit. I'll unlock them soon. I'll be playing after this run, of course, to just like get more going. But until, look at the scenery. Until I have those, there's not going to be a short coming out about those for a while. Even though I do know about them and I could discuss them, I'd rather play with them myself, obviously, before doing that. So yeah. I might cut some of this down, so if it looks like jittery for whatever reason, and there's like downtime between the video or whatnot, I might just cut out the boring bits just to keep it flowing well. But, okay. Aside from the aspect of Charon, obviously that's what we're doing a video on. Hold on, let me go to the comment section on the video real quick. By the way, I love seeing all the different build suggestions and ideas on these videos. It's actually really cool to see what other people like and they've been trying for the builds. So we're actually going to go with a viewer suggestion for this video. And I'm going to talk about the god choices I was thinking about originally for this video first, but before that, I want to get into this. So to pop it up right here, shout out to my boy Tiny Big Man over here. And he said he recommends, well, I don't know if it's a he or she, but I recommend trying Aspect of Charon with Poseidon's Cast and Geyser Spout. So I was actually thinking about using Geyser Spout. For those of you that don't know what Geyser Spout is, I'll go into it in a little bit. And Poseidon's Cast doesn't sound bad because I did use this already, but what they're talking about here is using Poseidon with Ares or Demeter for this. I'm not going to use Demeter, I'll explain why in a bit. But Ares and Poseidon, I actually do like the way their duo boon sounds, which basically what it does is it gives Poseidon's splash effects a chance to hit twice. I believe it's a 25% chance at default, which sounds kind of fun, so I just wanted to try that more than anything. If it's good or bad, I don't know. According to Tiny Big Man, they say the Geyser Spout gives you 150 to 300 base damage, and able to evaporate Cerberus in under a minute, so that sounds pretty good. Right here, they just state that Poseidon's Cast and the Geyser Spout makes this build broken, everything else is just extra, which does sound good. And this guy right here, AT Scouter, said they love the build, strongest build on the axe to them. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't really have too big of an opinion on it. Last run I did with Aspect of Charon, I did use Geyser Spout, or not Geyser Spout, sorry. I used Poseidon's Special and Cast, I believe, but I did not use them in tandem with Geyser Spout. So I don't know about how good that is. That's what I want to find out today. The reason why I'm not going to use Demeter, actually, before I get into this, I want to talk about, originally, I wanted to use Aphrodite and Poseidon. The reason why is because Aphrodite's effects just give you more damage the closer you are to foes, which at the start doesn't sound good for a build that's like relatively long range. Like the whole idea of this build is you would get a cast you like that does a good amount of damage, probably flat damage over a DOT like Hestia's or something. You throw out the cast, which you might want, let's say like Zeus's Lightning Throw or Hestia's Fireball to basically get it to be long range, and then this wouldn't apply anymore. Like you wouldn't get this close-up damage. But if you have Poseidon and Aphrodite, you can get Island Getaway right here, which makes it so you'll take less damage from nearby foes, but boons of Aphrodite treat all foes as nearby. So no matter how far you are, basically, you will get that bonus. So I was thinking maybe I would do that and prioritize the special damage, but the axe itself is more so focused on like the cast, like blowing up the cast and getting the most damage you can out of that. So I figured this probably isn't the best, and when I saw the Ares duo boon with Poseidon, I was like, ah, this sounds kind of cool, let me use that. So, Arterial Spray. Your splash effects from Poseidon may hit 2 times, and they take the color of the river Styx, which also sounds kind of cool. The splash chance is 25%, which is pretty good, but right here, it says if you use Poseidon's cast, then you won't even be able to use this technically, because the only things you need from Poseidon are either his special or his melee. For Ares, you would need one of his skills. Now, chances are I'll probably just take Stabbing Rush for Ares. I don't think I'm going to take anything else. Maybe I would take Sword Ring or Vicious Strike if I get it, because ideally if I can have it on the melee well, I'll probably never use it, and I don't really think I want anything else from Ares in particular, when I could, let's say, instead get like Era's Dash, and then I could proc Origination with either, you know, her and Aphrodite on like the gain for my mana, or what we could do instead is maybe like Demeter and Era, because with Demeter you can get a dash effect that isn't your actual dash, or you can get on the cast where you can get a gust on them to slow them down. So I figured something like that would probably be better. I'm probably not going to go for Demeter if I can help it, only because, so what one commenter recommended was to grab Demeter because you can get, where is it? Local Climate right here. Your Omega cast deals more damage if you're in the binding circle, the bonus is doubled. Now, this is good because it just means it does more damage in general, and I mean, I guess you would use the Omega cast to just throw it out, but I just don't see myself doing this that often when I can just charge it up slightly, throw it out, and then detonate it on repeat, and get the most damage from the pop itself and the special. So I don't see myself using this because you don't even get the full effect, since you won't be standing in the cast anyways. If I did get it on the run that we're going to do right now, then I mean, I guess I'll use it, right? Like, I'm not going to be opposed to it because it still sounds fine, but realistically, I don't think this is something I'm going to go for. My original plan was Poseidon and Aphrodite and maybe with Era. Instead, since we're trying to get the duo boon for Poseidon and Ares, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to start with Poseidon so I could get it on the special, and then after that, I mean, if I don't get anything Ares related within the first level, then I'll probably just grab his boon through the region, and we'll go from there. Other boons I would take would be Hestia, if I can get one, because she has, right here, Glowing Coal. Hold cast to aim a fireball that explodes on impact, and the binding circle forms there. Either this or Zeus's Lightning Throw. I forget the name of it, let's check. It is Lightning Lance. Hold the cast aim where the binding circle appears, and foes within are struck by lightning. So these sound good just because you can throw it, you don't have to stand near it, and ideally it would be easier to just throw it and then charge up this special and just boom, let it fly. But of course that's not guaranteed, so in case I don't get that, I mean, I will just run in, man, you know, I'll just fucking run in and just hit the cast and whatever, man. You know how I'd play this. It's not too crazy, but just to give somebody the idea in case they don't know, you would like drop the cast like this, stand back. This is the melee special, so that's wrong. So you would drop the cast like this, stand back, charge your axe, boom, like that, and you would blow it up. Now the thing is, it looks like the casting circle kind of blew up a little early there. So maybe I didn't have the time. No, it actually blew up on time. Once you let it go, I guess, the charge completely, then it just pops. You don't even need to actually, like, hit it. Yeah, it looks like it just pops there. So that's the whole idea of the build. Early on, I'm probably just gonna spam the special or something. I'm not really gonna worry too much about the cast until we get some effects going for that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. The axe is rank 5. I'm bringing Hecuba with me for the pets because Hecuba can dig up mana. And you'll see with my Arcana cards in a bit, but I'm not taking the Arcana card that gives you, like, some mana per second. So this will be a good way to get some, just in case for some reason I can't get some sort of generator going early on. If I do, great. Ideally, I'd like arrows. Born Gain is great. I'd love to have that. So if I can get that, I will. But that just depends on if I get the Poseidon and Ares stuff early, so we can build with that and then not really worry too much about the other stuff. Going into my Arcana cards, just to go into it. The Sorceress, this is whatever. I just have this on because I got 1 extra point. This one I'll probably always take as a crutch. I just like it. You get some health back every run, so if you mess up a little bit, it's fine. This right here makes it so you do more damage as you lose mana, and you're going to be spending a shit ton of mana on this build anyways. So if it's buffing your special damage, that's great. The thing is, I don't know if this applies to the Omega special, because right here it only says press X for your weapon special move, and for some effects that say that, they don't actually work with the Omega cast, they just work for the melee. Like a good example of that is literally another axe. It's Mel's axe right here, which I talked about in my short. You only get bonus attack on the regular hits. You don't get it for the Omegas. So if you're trying to spin to win on this axe, it's not really going to help you, but you do get the extra life, which is nice in its own way. So that's just something to keep in mind with the Arcana card. It'll just be nice if, like, I have to throw an attack or whatever. It's just some extra damage, big deal. I'll use it if I have to use it. I could take this off ideally and go for this, but the thing is, these aren't combos. So unless I'm using, let's say, the Omega cast into the Omega special, then I think this would proc, but I haven't actually tested that myself. And right here it says, look for Omega moves using succession. You need to look for a skull as confirmation if it's a combo. So we could check right now. I don't know if it pops up in game like that. And I guess technically that wasn't a combo because I didn't use 2 Omegas. So hold on, let me get my mana back. I'll go like this. Did that work? I don't know if that counted as a combo. We can try again in a second. Hold on. Oh god, keep forgetting. That's on me. Anyways, so we'll do that. Yeah, okay. I couldn't really tell if it's a combo or not, so if it is, great. If it's not, it's not. So yeah, that's why I'm not really running that. This right here would be ideal, but I'd have to take off too many other things I like to use, so I don't really want to do that. If I can help it just for some mana every second. That is a decent pool, but the thing is like, without a generator, I'm going to be running out like crazy anyways. And that's kind of why I have Hecuba. Hecuba gives me more max mana, and will also dig some up for us that we can use in each level. So, I mean, I might get lucky with that. We'll see. Who knows? What do we have here? Hex charges up automatically. This is nice. I just use this when I'm using Aspect of Selenia, really. And, like, I mean, you only pop this by popping any of these random ones. This one right here I think is great just to have on, because you're going to be channeling a lot of Omega moves. So if everything's moving slower, it gives you a little more time to do that. For a slow weapon like the axe, I think that's really nice. The Centaur right here, I mean, this just activates from using other grasp cards that use 1 through 5. So this is just great because you'll get a little bit extra health. So in addendum with this, they just work nice together. Origination is like the big thing everybody talks about. This one's great. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't take this. It's a free 50% damage just for proccing 2 curses from different Olympians. And this is probably one of the easiest things you can get going in the game. Like, you can literally get this not even on main effects that you'll have throughout your build, but instead you can have it going for things like for example, you could have it on your generator, right, like with Aphrodite's weaken effect, but you could also put it, let's say, with Demeter's, so right here, where is it? Arctic Gale. Your cast also creates a gust around the binding circle. This isn't even about the actual cast, this is like an addendum to that. So basically, you can use this and just get the origination proc for free with like something else. It even procs off of Zeus's Blitz. So like, let's say you're running a Zeus build for whatever reason, you can proc Blitz and have the cast circle slow your enemy down, and that will give you origination if you need it. Like, there's so many different ways to get the buff going that there's no reason to not use this. It's just free. I was using the Death Defiances more than I was with Strength, but it turns out people say like Strength is just a lot better. I'm sure most people know that by now. The game's been out for like 2 months, so I mean, You never know, somebody new could be watching this, but just in case you're like an existing player, you probably already know a lot of this stuff. So this is just nice because it makes you a lot tankier, and on a weapon like the axe, I mean, that extra damage goes hard, but the minus 40% is what you're really here for. Honestly, this I've just noticed a lot more consistency using this over the 3 Death Devices. I feel like it's nicer to be tankier, and I don't even take that much damage through levels most of the time, as unless there's like an overwhelming amount of fast enemies, like in the water level, I forgot the name of it right now. Something like that, let's say like the little piranhas or little fishies. If it's nothing like that, then I think it's fine, like you'll be okay. This stuff right here, I just have these on so I can get the extra rerolls for the boons most of the time, but sometimes I use on the doors. It just depends what the doors give me. And half the time I notice I don't even use all the rerolls per run, but I mean, it's just good to have basically every extra reroll, and then it lets you have more consistency per run. There's no reason to like not really use this, maybe unless you're doing like some kind of challenge run for yourself. This one I just haven't upgraded yet. I think it's fine, like great effect, sure. Any chance to like have a rare blessing is always good. This right here, I mean, it's on because I'm using, you know, cards of different grasp values. The dual blessing will be nice to have. I don't have this on. This is just on like because of other stuff. I didn't really like plan to have this on, but I mean, I'll take it since I'm going for a dual boon. That's basically the gist of it. If you're new and you aren't sure what to upgrade, my advice for any new player will be try to get to strength as quickly as you can. So like just upgrade cards as you're going down, and eventually you'll unlock this. This is probably the biggest bang for your buck in terms of like consistent runs, in my opinion. If you're looking for more damage though, like you feel like you're fine in survivability, then of course get origination. Ideally you want these two, and everything else is kind of like quality of life in my opinion. Like you don't need any of these cards in the corner right here, but it's nice to have. Like it's nice to have on. So yeah, I would just use those just in case you want some more consistency. But you don't need these. You would just need this and this in my opinion, and those are like the quote-unquote meta-defining cards, if you want to call it that. I don't really care too much. I also think they're just fun to use. Like it's nice seeing a bigger number, and it makes a lot more builds viable in my opinion. So I mean, just go for it. This right here, persistence, I also like this a lot. The extra health comes in really clutch when you're playing with strength because, I mean, you're taking, you know, 40% less damage. So the bigger your health bar is, the more it'll help you. I definitely recommend upgrading this. Maybe some people wouldn't, like, just don't get hit, bro. But realistically, like, you're gonna get hit. So it's better to just have a lot more HP to play around with and mess up with and not care than have, you know, less HP and this, and then you're just like, oh, I'm good, but then you just die. So, like, I usually take a few, you know, health upgrades per run. I mean, if I was, like, really cracked at the game, I'm sure I wouldn't, but I prefer to play for consistency over just, like, oh, I'm going to do the most damage possible and whatnot, because, I mean, I'm not the best player in the world, and I don't really care to be. Yeah, that's basically the Arcana card setup, nothing crazy. I'm going to start with the Keepsake of Poseidon, because, I mean, I want to get his melee or his special, ideally the special though, and then we want to look to get Ares. If I can't get Ares early on, I will look for maybe Era or something else. But I mean, I can just explain it like as we go. Okay, rivals, this is the last thing we need, and then we can go on the run. So right here, don't worry about the left, we're not going for any bounties. I'm going to go down below over the surface. If you'll see at the bottom, I haven't unlocked all the rivals fights yet. I was doing the surface ones, or one I should say, but I only tried it a few times and then I was like, I don't really care to do this right now. So I will unlock those and like we'll mess around with it. But as of right now, I don't really care for it. I just want to show off a standard run to somebody who like maybe is new. Yes, this isn't super standard since I know a lot of my stuff is like, you know, the axe we're using is maxed. The Arcana cards, some of them are maxed. The Keepsake is maxed. Like you get my point. And Hecuba also is not max, I believe, but it's pretty good. Yeah, level 9. So I have my stuff upgraded relatively well, so I could push for higher fear, but since it's my first time playing in a while, I'm just trying to like have a chill run that I can post to YouTube and relax with. If you hate me because I didn't like sweat my balls off, hey bro, you got it, man. I'll try better next time. That's all I could tell you. Alright, I'm back. Before we begin, I'd just like to say, if you like this style of video so far, like it's obviously isn't scripted, if you couldn't tell. I have some notes here just like of things I wanted to talk about for the intro, but in general this is off the dome, and if it comes off, maybe I say something vulgar or like you don't like this style for whatever reason, you can drop that in the comments below and I can stick to the scripted content. But ultimately, I'm just trying to try stuff out. I feel like putting out runs like this too is probably nice content for roguelikes, since, you know, the idea is the randomness of each run, you can't really predict stuff, and just like putting yourself in situations where you succeed despite like whatever randomness, even though this game lets you be pretty consistent pretty often. It's still a roguelike at the end of the day, right? So yeah, if you like this style of video, let me know down in the comments below. If you feel like I can do some stuff better, I'm always open to criticism as long as it's constructive. I will respond to you, and you know, you can be rude, like I don't care. As long as you have a reason for why you're being rude. Like, I remember when I first started YouTube, I'm gonna start this run by the way. When I first started YouTube, I had a few videos that I put out, and I remember for one of them, some guy was so mad about the volume of the music in the background. He said it was very inconsistent, so he was like pissed at me because he's like, bro, you know, it's very inconsistent. Like, I'm gonna skip through the dialogue, by the way. If you're looking for the dialogue, or if you're afraid of like spoilers, maybe this isn't the run for you to watch. There will be spoilers in terms of like the below, and I know they just did a new update where what did they add? I believe they added some new cutscenes like in between runs. I don't know if that's something I can experience. I've already beaten the game and gotten the true ending, but just in case, like there might be some spoilers. If it's not needed for the gameplay for whatever reason, I would just cut it and you won't even see it. So don't worry about it too much. But yeah, and looking at our boons, we actually started off with a special. So hey, W, this is what I wanted. So I'm just gonna rarefy it right now, and we're gonna go with that. Okay, obviously I could reroll and hope to get it again, but I don't really care. I don't need it to be max ranked for it to be good, and we'll just go with this right now. And yeah, what was I gonna say? So yeah, when I first started YouTube, I didn't really know how to mix audio and stuff like that, and so one of the things that I got from random people was like, dude, this is like really bad. And I didn't think about it because it's not something like, you know, I guess, unless, you know, like you have the experience, right? So, yeah, I'm always open to criticism. I have no problem with it. Just, you know, just don't be a dick. If I say anything super vulgar, that's, sorry, and that bothers you. Just a little, like, warning. I try not to swear as much as I can, just because in my personal life I don't swear too much like that in general. But, you know, sometimes it comes out while I'm, like, gaming or doing random stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, it's been such a long time since I started YouTube. It's like a weird thing to talk about, because if you look at the size of the channel, it's nothing crazy, right? Like, I only have 1,000 subs, and I mean, I'm very inconsistent with my uploads. I think that's another reason why things haven't like grown super crazy just yet. But I believe strongly in like my content, and like I think with consistency, like things will get better. Okay, none of these are really that good, so I'll just get the dash strike probably for now. Actually, this isn't bad. Psychic Whirlwind. I could low-key use this, because let's say we get Ares on the basic. Now I have a reason to use it, and I can proc his, I believe it's Bleed is his debuff? Or Wound. Yeah, Wound. Yeah, I can proc that while I'm doing other stuff now. The only problem is, this is going to require a lot of mana, so I'm really going to need like Born Gain or something to counteract all of the usage. But honestly, yeah, Psychic Whirlwind sounds good, so I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, it's just been a while since I've started YouTube, and you learn a lot as you go. Ooh, I'm gonna take the Selene door, because I mean I'm gonna be spending a lot of my hexes, so why would I not? And this is what I was talking about strength, by the way. If you look at my mana, or sorry, my health, it's only gone down 5. Like, and I got hit a few times in the last room as it is, but it's not something you need to worry about too much. The worst thing to worry about in this run will be like the timer. Like, I could stress myself out about it and be like, oh my god, I need a pick right now, but realistically it doesn't matter too much. Like, if I get through the room with 10 seconds left or a minute left, I'll be alright. It's not like a crazy run, and if I get the right damage boons, it shouldn't matter too much, unless I play really dumb. For all of these, the Necromancy doesn't sound bad, because you can get this to last forever, and there are some fun interactions you can have with this. The Impervious Living Nightmare is probably my least favorite out of all of these. It's not bad, but I just don't like the idea of, like, you don't use your abilities and instead have to use certain things that the boon provides you, so I'm not too big on that. This is one of my favorites because if you get the max upgrade, you can just set it down and forget about it, and just go do your own thing. So I'm most likely gonna grab this one. The necromancy, or I guess the summon, whatever you want to call it, the night bloom, is decent. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with lunar ray for now. I won't really use it too much, but if we do get Selene doors, I'll just build into it, and we'll go with that for the moment. Yeah, usually I will go with the bone ash doors, by the way, if I'm not looking for oh you if I'm not looking for the what was it called, you know, the currency to spend money on. What do I get? Nemesis take her best shot, she'll do damage. I mean, this is not a lot, and I get some max health for it. Playing with strength, like, this is like a no-brainer. Of course I'll take this. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So now let me grab this. And right here, okay. So I'm pausing the game right here because otherwise she will move and pick a door for you, and that's pretty annoying. Hopefully she goes through the Arachne door. I don't really want that, and instead I want the bottom door, but I don't want Hephaestus, so I'm going to roll on it, and we'll see what I get. Okay, what do I get? Up. Motherfucker. Okay. I'm an idiot. I literally had it, and I didn't press fucking the right trigger, so I just wasted a reroll for that. Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is, you know, that's a roguelike for you. And I guess my geriatric reaction speeds too. W. Okay, which one did I get? Alright, this one right here is not bad. You can make your cast do more damage, but I think I'm gonna take the Azure Dress just for the mono regen for now, until I can get some sort of gain generator going. So I'm gonna go with this for right now. And we'll just go with that. We can get Charon, and oh, it's got an Infernal Contract. I'm probably not gonna take that for the sake of spoilers, and also I don't really have anything going for me right now. Ooh, over here I could get Apollo, but I'm actually gonna reroll this instead. I don't want Hephaestus. Hestia's okay, but I don't really want that either. I'm gonna reroll one more time. Okay, Era, perfect. So we messed up a little bit by not getting it before, but I'll get it now. And if I get Born Gain here, I'll just grab that. I'll take Born Gain. Sounds great. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, and you know, for these runs, like, the big thing is, like, I'll just run around. Like, the biggest thing with the axe especially is just patience. Like, right here, yeah, I could try to sneak a hit in, but realistically, what do I get out of it? I mean, I'll get hit for it, right? So it doesn't really matter too much. Instead, it's better to just wait, in my opinion. And you can just do this, go on the boss, and boom. Now she can't do anything, and it's over. So, just break the armor and you're done. Patience is key with the axe, is what I've noticed through all my runs. I used to not hate using it, but it was my favorite looking weapon, and I like the attacks a lot. But I was really, really bad. Okay, fine line. This is actually great. I wanted this. This is kind of why I wanted Era. The only bad thing about this is that because I'm getting this, it's not something that's like permanent. And I believe if you don't get the god on one of your 5 abilities, then it's rare for them to pop up again. But realistically, if I just get fine line and we get a different sort of generator, that's fine too. I can just get like Aphrodite or something later on, or maybe Ares will get it with the wounds or something. So I'll just go with fine line for right now, since it'll improve my special damage. Palm is great. It'll increase my special damage again. I don't have a problem with this. And boom, we just pop that every time, and we're chilling. And this should let us pop armor, actually. Like, yeah, instantly, because we have 2 projectiles shooting out now. So this actually works out pretty well. I'm gonna put the cast down, not just obviously for the damage, but the cast is actually a great defensive tool. So like when mobs run at you like this is one of the things. I wanted to make a guide video for the game. I know it's been a while, but just in case people are struggling with consistent runs, there are like little tips like this that just help a lot. Like a lot of mobs that like are frustrating to deal with, like the screaming ladies, the banshees, I guess is what I would call them. I don't know if that's actually their name. I know they have a name in the mob handbook, but I'm not looking at it right now. I guess we can look at it right now after this. Fine line, or we can make our specials themselves more damage. Now this does more damage overall, but this in general might scale better with some of the other effects that we'll get. We're going for splash damage, so realistically, if I get the bonus and this procs twice, that would low-key be better, I think, in terms of not outright, but also this will make it take 15 more. Well, no, it already takes 15 more. What am I saying? We get more bang for our buck like this. I think for right now, I'm going to grab fine line. lost my train of thought, but what do we got here? Bone Ash or currency? We can get the Bone Ash again. Let's grab it. Fountain Room. I'll take it.
Not thirsty, but
Okay, dual boon right here is nice because we could maybe get Geyser Spout. And Born Gain from Aphrodite. I'll take that too, or I'll take her dash Nexus Blitz. Could get more health, but we have 110 and some armor, so I'm fine with that. And I think I'm going to grab this instead. The more God Boons we have right now, probably the better in my opinion. Before we continue, I just want to make sure the audio is recording, because I've only got one monitor, so I'm like tabbing back and forth between them. Okay, it looks like it is. Everything looks good. So, out of the two effects, I think Era's is more annoying than Poseidon's to go against, so I'm just going to start with hers. Because she puts a lot of, like, lines down. Okay, Born Gain right there. This right here would be really nice, though. Because this right here should apply to just Poseidon's boon, I believe. I hope. It could be Fine Line, though. But Fine Line, Heroic wouldn't be bad either, necessarily. We'll just take a chance with it, and then we can get Born Gain later on. So I'm going to grab this right now. And of course, it was Fine Line. I never get lucky with the ones I want them to be for that boon in particular. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see what's up. Okay, Queen Hera, most pleased with you. You're not, yada yada yada. Okay.
let's take it easy now.
And let me put that down. But yeah, this is what I mean. You can just trap the enemies like this. Go like that. Boom, these guys want to approach me. I have the Poseidon Orb on me. I just do that. Oops, got hit by that. Yeah, just don't get greedy with the axe. That's the main thing. As long as you don't get greedy, you can kind of just and you can cancel out of the special like pretty easily too. Like I am taking some damage here, but it's really not that big of a deal in comparison. I just kind of go like this, do my special. Got one more. I believe it's Huyu. Okay. And boom. Should be done right here. Yep, perfect. Okay. Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Breaker Rush. I don't want that. Flood Gain. I definitely don't want that. Splash effects from Poseidon. Inflict Froth. This is great, because this will come in handy when we get the Ares duo boon. Well, if we get it, but we should. So let's see. We can get an Hermes, or we can get more mana. I believe I'm fine with the 145. I don't think I really need that much more currently, especially once we start getting a gain boon. Ares can, or Hermes can speed us up a little bit, but I don't know if I need that either. So actually, instead I'm just gonna get this. I could have gotten the palm in the middle, but I don't feel like playing the minigame right now. So instead we're just gonna do this. Yeah, that froth is really nice. That shit is hidden. Ooh, the goat. Artemis. Artemis can give you some pretty good stuff for this as well. Depending on the special and how fast this is, I like taking her arrow that constantly comes back. But you don't always get that option. And what am I looking for? Oh yeah, there we go. From Hecuba. See, so we still have some mana regen, even though it's not the best necessarily. But yeah. It could be better, of course, with like Born Gain or something. So for right now, I mean, it's good enough for what it is. And I can also use my laser, which I'm forgetting about a little bit. There we go, get some mana, boom, hit that. Go to this guy right here, and just hit him with that, boom. Alright, max magic. Hello, Artemis.
Particular chill in the air tonight.
Right.
The testament of no.
Okay, I've got like 2 minutes left, so it should be more than enough time to do the boss fight. Specials may deal critical damage, but you prime 40. Anytime you attack. I would take this if we were doing maybe the spin to win build or something, but we're not. So instead of doing that, I think what I'm going to do instead is go with this, just for the extra chance to crit. And even though we prime 40, I mean, we can just keep getting more mana. I'm going to go with Charon right here. I don't feel like I need the more health right now. Ideally, I want to end the run with maybe like 10, or sorry, not 10, maybe like 200 health or close to it. I have done runs with lower. Oops, I messed that up. But yeah, it just depends on what you're doing. Alright, awesome sauce. Cool. I'll grab the palm upgrade. Apollo's not bad at all. And Charon has something for me. I believe it'll be the axe. The hidden axe aspect for Nagal, but we'll see. Cast expanded size. This could be good after you take damage. Automatically daze foes. Your sprint is faster and inflicts daze. This isn't bad because it'll let me proc origination with, I believe, one more. But I think Froth actually might count to Help proc origination. We can check. So I might just grab this for right now. But this is good too because it'll make my cast bigger. And so that helps us also. But I'll just go with that for right now. I don't really care for that. I'm going to save my money. Cool. I'm really excited to start using Nergal. I think it's probably one of the more fun looking aspects in terms of everything I've seen. So we'll definitely be making a video on that at some point for sure. Speaking of videos, somebody commented that maybe I should make long form guide videos on each of the weapons and their aspects, maybe doing a run of each and showcasing how they work. If that's something you're interested in, you can just let me know in the comments below. If not, no worries, I can just stick to the shorts and we can just do runs like this or like other types of content. But I would be down to do it. Guide content is hit or miss for me depending on how much I like the game. I'm really enjoying Hades 2, so I don't have a problem making content for it, but for some games it's if there's a lack of build variety or like things to discover, then I get kind of bored with them. So for those it can be a little different. Oh perfect, yeah, we're getting the origination proc. This is actually great. Okay. I'm gonna back away. Is it this one? Yep, it's this one. So we're just gonna do that. Okay. Alright. Now we just gotta play safe. During these stages, all you want to do is literally just run around. There's no reason to play greedy in any way, shape, or form. Just literally just avoid the projectiles, kill her mobs. You're chilling. We do this. Follow by 2, boom. Now she's already in that. And look, and for this one, all you want to do is just dodge it back and forth. The polymorph projectile. There are times I get hit by it, but it's not so often that I'm like struggling with consistency. Her rivals fight can be a little more difficult, especially if you turn the speed up. If you keep it at default, it's not too bad. We can definitely start playing around with those next video, I believe, with like Nergal's aspects. So I can see how good it is when like you're pushing content maybe you're unfamiliar with or something. Oh, okay, that's this one. Perfect. So I just go like this. Boom, easy. And Charon's axe, I mean, just does a lot of damage. It's very good. I don't believe I'm playing with any extra health modifiers, so there's also that. But yeah, it's just really good overall. Okay, we're gonna swap to Ares here and get it on the basic attack. I haven't used Psychic Whirlwind or whatever at all yet. Alright, we'll just go to the next one.
Farewell, Erebus.
But yeah, we have origination now, so that's good. I still need a generator, and we need to get the duo boon with Ares, so we'll try to go for that here.
There's that rancid scent.
Just gonna do that right now, because those guys in particular can be annoying to play around for sure. Cool, easy. Alright. I love the siren songs, they're good. We'll just get more health through this. Put this right here, trap them all, boom, like that, grab that. Actually, don't even remember seeing those mobs in particular. Actually, yeah, I have. It's just been a while since I've played. This is just, yeah. I mean, when I had COVID, man, bro, that was the first time I've had the symptoms. I've had it once before, and I was asymptomatic, so I didn't even notice it a long time ago, like when it first was going around. But recently, I don't know what happened, it just really fucking hit me, and the symptoms just like came like a truck. I could do this fight for the keepsake, I believe. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna avoid it. What is this? Hexing the Godsent. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we can grab this. So I will go here. Alright, we'll get it next time. Let me get you. Okay, hopefully I can get something that's not going to take my stuff, because I don't really care for this. Your weapon deals more damage based on the armor. You prime 30. I don't really want to prime 30, so I will just get this right now. We'll go with that. And, ooh, tough one. We'll get Ares, because we need it. And then hopefully we can get Poseidon coming again on another run.
This isn't your domain.
Okay. And he's almost dead, actually. But easy. Really easy. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, with strength, you can kind of just brute force stuff and not worry about it too much. It's pretty good to have. Okay, attacks, this is what I wanted. Visceral impact. If you take damage, sometimes twice. Cut above. Your Omega moves cause a falling blade. This isn't bad, but since I need one of these for Ares, I'm going to just grab this. I'm going to save the Rarefy in case we get another boon of his that I might want more of. And actually, nah, I'll use it because it gives me a reason to use the regular attack. And since we are going to need more mana for right now, I'll just grab this as well. So let's see, so we can do this. Yeah, ideally I still just want to use the special more so, because the special lets me play safer and not having to worry about getting hit and stuff like that. So, yeah. We'll still be doing that. I do really need a generator though. Thank you, Hecuba. Take that. Yeah. I just love the explosions. Like, it's just really satisfying, this build. If you haven't tried it before, I think it's a lot of fun. And honestly, you can also just play like this if you're, like, worried. You're not going to get the bonus of Charon's Axe doing that, but you can spam it. It's got, like, a decent amount of hits to it. Narcissus or Bonash. I think I'll go to Narcissus for right now. See what he has for us. I think I'll take the max health for right now. This way I can avoid going through a door. Palm, I'll take it. I'm gonna put it on the special again if it pops up as an option. Obvious reasons. Boom. But yeah, we really need some sort of a generator, like, sooner than later. Okay. Yeah, this is doing good damage though. Yeah, I'll grab that. Oh, nice. Thank you. Boom! Okay. This. Holy crap, bro. The mobs just don't stop on this one. Oh my goodness.
It's no use.
I see why. It's probably going to be an Athena stage, maybe? Actually, can she even come below? Without the keepsake? I don't think so. Yeah, this might just be because of the modifier. Yep, it was, okay. That's crazy. That's a lot of mobs. We can make all our froth effects do more damage. And then we can start upgrading the special, or we could do this and just get an extra 10. I think I'll do this for right now. I think Slippery Slope will come in handy more, especially if we get Ares' boon. Let's see, do I want more health? I could go through here and get another god boon, or I could get more mana. I think I'll get another god boon. Maybe we can get some kind of generator. Okay, perfect.
In the name of Hades.
Grab this, striking close to your weapon. Okay, I might need to get Grizzly Gain since we don't have one. We're about to come up on a boss fight. I mean, Grievous Blow sounds good too. Foes with wounds may suffer. Your Omega moves. Falling Blade. Chance of Plasma is only 10% though. This is like the shittiest one. I think instead I will just reroll and see what we can get. Oh, yep, perfect, right here. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. And now we got our duo boon, so now I can just kind of focus on Poseidon and stuff. And we can see what that gives us. I have actually never used this before. I think I said that at the start. So we'll see what it looks like together. The music in Hades 2 is pretty good. But I think I like the soundtrack of the first game more. Except for Scylla. Like, Scylla's boss fight, I think, has some of the best music. I've heard the Rivals version as well. That one has pretty good music too, but I really like the regular theme she plays. So this is probably like a big highlight for me. This and the Olympus track up top is also pretty good, I would say. Okay, getting hit by that. It's not great, but it's all good. I'm gonna try not to sing it. I'm gonna butcher the song for everybody watching. Hecuba, can I get some kind of mana, please? Otherwise, we are doing this for the run. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Crazy damage. Look at this. Alright, well, we got her. I believe Jetty's the guitarist, right? Oh, I do have some mana. Okay. Yep, she's gone. Alright. Should I do that? Easy. Boom. The boss fights get easier the more you practice them, and like failing at them or just like learning the mechanics. This one's pretty simple, I would say. It only took me a few tries to like really learn it, but it's a pretty fun fight in my opinion. I like how, depending on who you take out, it changes the boss fight a bit. I think that's a very neat touch. So we used Ares. We didn't use the Rarefy, I believe, which was kind of a waste, but it's fine. I think what I'll use next is... We still don't have something for the range, but I also need some sort of gain. So I'm going to pop Era and hope I get Born Gain instead. I think this will work out better. Even if I have to run up and pop the cast, it'll be better in the long run. Even if I use Weaken on both, I would say it's pretty good as well. So we can do that. And, you know, the run's going pretty smooth so far, though. I don't really have any complaints. I feel like nothing too scary is going on, realistically. Let's lock in for the final 2 areas of the game. Alright, 2 runs left. Fields of Mourning. This place usually isn't too bad. The only horrible part about the Fields of Mourning, in my opinion, every run, is the vampire enemy. That's the only thing that I've ever gone against. I'm just like, oh crap, I hate fighting against this guy. But realistically, it's never too bad. Is this the... Yes, it is. Thank you. Okay, I'll grab that. Let's do Era first, and then we'll do the other one. But yeah, this right here, using the cast to just like block mobs, great idea to just keep yourself safe. Especially from stuff like that. You see that? Like that right there. Boom, now I got my cast back, now I can do that, and we're chilling. And now I can just stagger this guy since he's the last one left. It works out. Born Gain, please. Proper Upbringing. Brave Face. Automatically use Monet's resist 30% of commands. This isn't bad because it'll make me tankier. I could get this because it will make... I mean, it'll give me a cast and then I can go with that. Which is kind of what I was talking about anyways. I can get Hitch, but... I think I'm going to try to get Nexus Rush or Born Gain. Perfect. And I can make it Heroic. Holy. Alright, Ripple Effect. Ooh, I did want this though. Your effects from Fine Line Notion. So I think I'm just going to get Born Gain though for right now. And we'll just roll with that. Yeah, perfect. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Fine Line, the duo boon for Poseidon and Era is pretty good in my opinion. Maybe some people don't like it, but I think it actually works pretty well. It might just not be the most damage with this build in particular. I don't know. If you've played with both, you can let me know in the comments below which one you like more. I think it's fine though. I don't think it's like a big deal. These, you know, Medusa-esque enemies are like really chill to go against. I used to think I thought they would be like crazy because of the projectile charging, but I don't know. A lot of the mobs in Hades 2, once you get used to them, I feel like they're a lot more relaxed in the first game, but it could just be a while and maybe newcomer's bias in some aspects. Like the first game just felt a lot harder since everything was new to me, but this one in particular, I wouldn't say that's the case. Dash more frequently. Yeah, I'll just take that. I don't really care too much. Okay, we can get a hammer, which would be kind of nice. I think we could get, oh yeah, it's on the weapon page. So Moonstone Axe. Special faster would be nice, but I think I would rather take a god boon for a god we can use. So we can do Era, and then we can get the Fine Line. I'd be down for that. I have 3 rerolls left, so I'll go with this. Maybe I should have done Apollo, actually, or Ares, just because with Ares, I could have gone with what was I going to say? The duo boon for him and Poseidon. But we can still grab it. Nothing's stopping us from grabbing it now. Okay. But yeah, that guy in particular, really annoying enemy, just because he gets his health back off you. But, I mean, in general, like, this build's pretty good, so you're not going to run into too many problems, I would say. Extended Family, do I have any non-rare boons? Yep. So this wouldn't even work for me. Cast and Inflict Hitch, could go with this. I'm going to reroll.
Let's do it.
Once. Nexus Rush we could get. I'll just get the cast for right now. We'll go with that, and hope we can get some better stuff. Echo wouldn't be bad, because it would buff my special, I believe. If I get Pom Pom Pom. It'll just be some extra damage, so I'll take it for right now. No, it would just buff Fine Line, actually. I mean, we could get a +10 Fine Line, see what it's like, sure. Or we could get a Boon of Era, and we could try to get the duo. I think I'll go with this instead.
For me, are you sure?
see what can I get. Sun Worshipper. Each encounter the first phase slave returns to 5 of you. Ripple effect right here. Awesome. That's perfect. So now my fine line will chance to fire twice. I'll take that. We could get a moon going for the, but we're not specking too hard into the laser, so I don't think I'll do it. I think I will re-roll this though, so I can try to get Poseidon maybe.
How about
One more. Okay. So I kind of fucked myself over here, but it's fine. We'll just grab this and hope we can get maybe an Ares boon in the final area.
flourish?
Alright, we'll get the palm first. Okay, his build is really relaxing to play.
Can't right now.
There's only a few things that I'd say are really annoying to go against for you. For the most part, it doesn't matter. And plus, once you get the, you know, the origination proc, it's really chill. We didn't get Geyser Spell this run, which is what I was hoping for. There's still a chance to get it, but we'll see what happens with that. There's also no guarantee, you know, so... Cool, got that. Let's see, Wave Flourish, Born Gain... Attack still more damage, I'll just get Wave Flourish, level it up again.
Excellent.
Go right here, grab the hammer. Do that, pop the cast on him. Okay, grab these. But yeah, the fear modifiers, some of them are more annoying to play with than others. I would say the speed in particular is probably the most annoying to play around, and I don't really recommend it. I would much rather use a bunch of other stuff over that. But, ooh, special fires 2 times in succession, use 15. That's perfect. Does this apply to the Omega? Oh yeah, it is the Omega special, I just can't read because I'm an idiot, but that's great. You get that, just gonna take that. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna take that. Mean ass enemies. We'll take it now. Awesome. Okay. Now let's get the last one. But yeah, we're making really good time now, as you can see. Like, we went from doing pretty bad in the first room, I guess, because we were just taking a while with me yapping and not plusing the game. But in general, you can save runs pretty easily. 5 minutes is still really generous to, like, do good on the game, I'd say. And we've only got a few more rooms before Cerberus, and then boom. Then we can get to Kronos and do what we gotta do. So yeah.
I think
Right
I'm
here.
finished here.
Charon or Hef. I got no rerolls, so I'll go here and hope we can get some kind of god boon. Or maybe something useful. That's all we can pray for. Yeah, we'll just grab this and then we will get the moon. Okay, Hollow's not bad. I can make my cast expand. Yeah, I'll go with that.
The might of Olympus.
Right here, we will get his special. We'll get the Godsend as well. And we're probably not going to get the Trinity. Or the, which one is it actually? Oh, maybe I don't have access to it on this one, but one of these should make it so you don't have to hold it down. But this is fine. We can just go with this, it's not a big deal. And we can go with 1 extra power. Okay, no geyser spout, but we have pretty good fine line, I would say. And you know, this boss was really scary the first time I did it. I remember I used to hate Cerberus boss fight. He was like the one guy that like stressed me out kinda. Nobody else in the game, I would argue, was really that scary. But him in particular, yeah, 100%.
You get out of here.
Alright. Do this. Let's put the cast down. Okay, it's gonna pop up right here. We'll try to get origination on him. Yep. Okay, he's gonna do that. Since we're playing a range build, we can do this. Back up, piece will pop up right here. Cool. Then we just finish him with a laser for right now. This is turning into a laser video at this point, but I mean, yeah. The damage isn't bad though, it's really good for clearing out mob rooms. I'm sure if I get Geyser Spout, we can see how crazy it gets with it proper cast. But all the same,
Return now
We still don't have a projectile to throw the cast with, and that is also going to hold the build back a little bit. Maybe if I took some cash rooms, that might have been a better idea than the Bone Ash. Rerolled for that. But overall, I think it's fine. Okay, we use this. We could go with Zeus and try to get his lightning bolt, and maybe chain lightning as well. But I could get Hestia and then try to just get her fireball one instead. I think I'll go with hers, low-key. We could get a random hammer as well with the hammer from Icarus, but I'm kind of cool with that. Alright, do that. We'll head on down. The Kronos boss fight was pretty tough the first few times I was doing it. I remember really struggling for a while. I think I didn't get my first clear till my 26th run. But after I got my first clear, it all kind of clicked. I remember I did it with strength and some other stuff, and I was just like, okay, yeah, you know, like, it's not too bad once you get the hang of it. But yeah, I will be blurring out any quote-unquote spoilery rooms, just in case there's somebody who maybe hasn't played the game yet, wants to, and like, I don't know, they're watching this for whatever reason, see what the gameplay's like, see if they like it. Of course, it probably doesn't matter, and realistically, most people who are clicking on this probably have beaten the game, or are like actively playing it, or fans of it, but you know, just in case, you would already know what's behind the spoiler door anyways if you made it that far, so realistically, it wouldn't even matter for you to see it, I guess, in my opinion. So, either way, it's like kind of chill. Right, okay. So what do we have here? Dual room, definitely going to take that first. I'm going to take every optional door I can. We're going to go with Era first because, like I said before, I think going against her floor mechanic's really annoying. Your cast damage is going to be focused during the encounter when you have at least, do I have 2 of each? I do have 2 of each. All my common boons gain rarity, so we'll take that. Easy. And then now if I get her other effect for whatever reason later, then we can use that. Don't even remember Apollo's like battle effect. Is it that? Oh yeah. That's not too bad. I can deal with that. I'd argue the worst thing about that is just literally like, yeah, letting it trap you on one side of the floor. Do that. Okay. Cast it up. But yeah, we have more than enough health for the final boss fight. It should be fine. Ultimately, once you learn the moves, it's really not that hard to get hit, especially when you're playing a range build like this, so it should be chill. Through fire, I don't have. After your cast expires, rapidly deal damage. Yep, I'll do that. Perfect. This gives me a reason to do the Omega cast, so I'll go with that. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I normally just don't do the Omega cast because I get kind of lazy. But it is probably better to just do it. Cool. Yeah, like I said, very relaxing build to play, very chill, just kind of do this the whole time. I'm a fan of the one button builds, if it wasn't obvious from like this shore where I was talking about Thanatos and how it's like spin to win. Okay, we're gonna go here obviously, get the extra cast away. I should have gotten the extra gold in that room, but it's all good. What am I saying? I'm kind of selling. Just go like this. Okay, laser across the room. Yeah, but you don't always have to go for the Omega special just because, like, maybe it's not beneficial. And if you can stagger the enemy like this, I mean, there's no reason for you to go crazy about it. You can just do that, right? Save yourself the time and the mana. And just, if it's only one, realistically, you don't need to go crazy because the beauty of this is, like, the AoE clear you get for the room. It is fun, though. I mean, 300 on the damage is pretty good, I would say. Hestia, yep. Maybe it should give me a fireball. That would be nice.
Found the treasury.
Easy.
I much prefer
It does take a decent amount of damage, but if there's health at the end, we can just grab that. Okay, blast. Hold cast, aim a fireball, explodes on the back. Perfect. See, this is literally what I needed right here. We can make that heroic too. Just grab that, and boom. We are big chilling for the rest of the run. Now I can just play it comfortably. I'll get the money, just in case, for the final Charon room. But yeah, we can just do that now. Not worry about it. Then I can throw it again. Ideally, you play this build, like, I think I could see Apollo's game being extremely good here, since you're constantly setting and, you know, detonating it. So you'll get the mana back that way. But I'm fine with Born Gain as well, because it's not something you need to think about, really. I'm just gonna play it. I love when the mobs run away like this. Okay, I'll move out of the way, like this. Do that. Yeah, maybe we can get Poseidon's Boon still. There's no guarantee necessarily, but you never know. Could get really lucky and get the Duo Boon at the end or something. Or sorry, not Duo Boon, Geyser Sprout. Boom. Take it, thank you. 898. Okay, of course we're gonna take this. Might as well max it out, right? I'm running kind of low on health, so I need to play a little bit more careful. But we'll be alright. Do that. Yeah, I say that, and then I'm getting hit by random shit. Do this thing.
last one.
More. Cool. Grab that. Grab this. I believe it was this I want. Not Pierce Foes. Yeah, we'll just get that.
Thus you have risen.
Alright. So we can go to the next room. Yeah, like I said earlier, if you like this style of content, you would rather I upload maybe more frequently, and then I can just try builds, talk about it, things like that. I don't mind doing that too, and then eventually do like maybe reviews on each of the gods. I was thinking about that. I think that'd be a good form of content because it's discussion based, and that's arguably some of my favorite stuff to make. I love having topics with the games I'm playing with people, whether it's like good, bad, disagree, agree, just see what other people think about stuff. I think it's fine. So yeah, that's actually why I started this channel originally, because I yap a lot, and I love talking about games a little bit, probably too much compared to most of the people I know in person, so it's like a way for me to kind of get that outlet where I can talk about that stuff and then also focus on the other things in my day-to-day life. So it's nice, I don't know. I remember when I made it, I was like nervous originally. I made my first video on Armored Core. Great game, by the way, if you've never played it. But it got pretty good positive feedback, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe I can, like, just do this for fun, and people tune in or they won't. And since then, I've, like, cared less and less about, like, maybe consistency viewership. Like, I still kind of care, right? Like, you want to make something that people are going to watch at the end of the day, otherwise, kind of what's the effort? But as long as you're having fun with it, right? That's the main thing. I love the boom sound effect. It's so nice. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Alright. Probably the last one, right? Yeah. Alright, what do we got? I've got you. Do I have any extra doors to go through? Probably not. Nope. What's this for? Earn 30. Nah. I think I'll go get the extra health and then we'll see where this run goes. If this run ends in a failure, I might still upload it because I'm kind of pressed for time right now, but we'll see what happens. Swap one boon. I think I'm okay with that. Definitely gonna grab you. We'll grab Hestia.
Hear me on my authority.
Let's see what's up with this. I don't need Heat Rush. Special launches a fireball. I mean, that's more damage for the special, so we'll take that, actually. Foes that are nowhere near the foes. Actually, this would be good, too, because we're going to be playing at range. so this might be more damage, but I think I'll just get the fireball instead since it's a bit more consistent. You can kind of control how far, or you can control just aiming that, you know. I'll grab this instead of the hammer. Bonus health based on your, I mean, this is nice too. At the start of each encounter, I'll grab this for right now. Sure. And we'll just play really tanky. Oops, let me use this. But yeah, before we do the final boss, we can just look at my stuff real quick. We didn't get Geyser Spout like we originally intended, so we can always try that again another day, but I think I'm pretty happy with the build in general. It feels pretty consistent, and in general, this is just like a fun weapon to play, in my opinion. Give it a try. The set and detonate playstyle is very chill. And pretty easy to do, I would say. The worst part is like getting something that will let you throw the actual Omega cast. But once you get that, the rest of the build comes together very nicely in my opinion. Because you only need a special, that, and maybe something for your spending the mana, like either a Hex or something like Born Gain or Ocean Swell. But if you have something like that, you're fine, in my opinion. You don't have to worry about it too much. For these boss fights, I always like taking the mobs out first. I don't really like having them around if I can help it, so I will always choose to get rid of them instead. Yep, and then he's gonna do that. Do that. I kind of want to try my, oops, that's not good. I wanted to try my detonation, but it didn't really work out that way. Okay. Nice, got back on. He's gonna dash at me. Nope. Let's go with this. Let's just see how it works. That's really good damage. Ooh, frozen. That's not good. Okay. But yeah, if you notice, I'm really not taking that much damage, and it's not something you have to like stress when you're playing with strength. That's one thing I really like about it in comparison to Death Defiances. Death Defiances you still take a lot of damage, so definitely something you gotta worry about more, I would say. This move right here is pretty easy to avoid. Like, I'm down to 162, and we're not on his second phase yet, but okay, there we go. Easy. But it's really not something I'm worried about, because right here in this phase, right, he's gonna throw down his nuke attack at first. You can do this, and I can go here, like this. Boom, he does that. I can hit him twice. Hit him with this. He's using a shield. You can just go like this behind it, make sure I'm hitting him. He's gonna dash again, I think. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, look at him, he's almost dead. Really easy. And that's the fight. So overall, Aspect of Charon, I would say it's a good weapon. It's not super broken necessarily, even though I didn't get Geyser Spout or, what else? I wanted something else. I think it was Ocean Swell from Poseidon, just to get some extra damage off of every Omega cast. But we did get the Duo Boon from Ares, we got the Duo Boon from... Hey guys, I don't know why, but the video cut out at the end, so I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please leave a comment, subscribe, and let me know if you'd like more of this. Take care, and thank you for your time.